All right, I'm going to try to keep up just a little bit with the project I've got going here, the 77-280Z. I wish I would have kept up with my other one. It was about a year and a half or so project, and came out pretty nice and sold it. Anyway, I'm working on another one. This is the one I bought from the original owner, and put some different wheels on there for now. Had those laying around. But anyway, it wasn't running, so I built this fuel rail here. That worked out pretty good. That's the new one right there, as you can see. Got kind of a cheapo fuel pressure regulator on there. It does work though. However, the old fuel rail, if you can see this in this lighting, looks like this. It looks like a, you see it sets up like this somehow. Oh, here we go. And it looks like a stinking trombone or something weird. Something off a Calliope Act in the 1800s. Anyway, so that is, if anybody needs that, it's for sale, like for cheap, like for free. An old fuel pressure regulator off a 280ZX. Anyway, so built this fuel rail, got it going. Had a little problem here. This little fella right here, this plug, that's where I had another fuel pressure gauge, but it was leaking like a sieve at the thread, so I ended up JB welding a brass plug in there, and it's holding, so that's a good thing. It's one of those things. Eventually I may take that off and have that, aluminum welded up, but for now, if it holds, it holds, so we're good there. New fuel filter. But I had to take the tank out of this thing and have it vatted, because it had a lot of trash and varnish and just scum in it, so it was not drawing fuel very well. Replaced the fuel pump. Didn't need to, but we did, and so that works. So anyway, it runs good. Starts up, fires right up. Haven't got it on the ground yet and running yet because the clutch is still froze up on it. I'm working on that next, and I need to put that brake back on there. No big deal. This is where that cover plate goes that kind of hides goes from the back of the body here to over the back bumper. So this is all, that's staying off. I removed my shocks here, bumper shocks, and I've got to take care of all this, surface rust here, just a little bitty nasty stuff, and where the spot welds popped off. And they had some body filler going from this to that plate, which they shouldn't have done. That was when they did the repaint in Germany. Kind of a pain. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave these guys on here, maybe flat black them and tuck them under the body kit or something. I'm not sure exactly. But anyway, that's where we are so far. I've had it a couple, 6-8 weeks now, maybe a couple months. And what today is, a couple days before Thanksgiving. So November 22nd. And we're coming along. I kind of, let me see, what did I do? Oh, back here I had to unbolt the, the bumpers were back there in those holes, so I had to undo that and go underneath it and get that silly thing around the exhaust. And, oh yeah, when I had the tank dropped to have it vatted, I had the other one done. Got the other one out, so made it a little easier. Need to put all this back in. Fun. But, gosh, under this spare, usually there's some sort of rust under there. It's just clean as a deep-sea perch. It's very clean. And it even has the little pad. There's kind of a felt pad under there that's kind of a round donut that, anyway, keeps it protected and rattling and from rattling. And also found out, except for the clock, all the gauges work fine. We're coming up to temperature, volt gauge, oil pressure, tach, speedometer, everything works good. The clock does not work, but I happen to have an extra couple of those, so we're good there. Anyway, project needs painted. I tell you what, I need help here. I'm going to have to strip this paint. Strip it off the car. There is no sanding this down because, and I need some help with what kind of paint this might be. It's this is a little surface rust here, but it just cracks like a cracker. And it's like that. It's crazed all over the car like that in certain places. Not everywhere. from a distance it looks pretty good until you get up close and start looking at this stuff and cracks and crazy. Looks like an old vet or something. See all that? So this paint is going to, there's no scuffing it down and repainting this. It's going to have to be stripped. So that's going to be fun, which is fine. And then I'm going to have to deal with the rust issues and things like that. However, I'm kind of looking forward to it, really. Get it good and cleaned up and nice and shiny and sporty and all that neat stuff. So there we go. Fuel rail's done. Runs good. Idle's good. We're coming along. That's the story for now. Oh, here's my other tires mounted on my rims. About ready to put those on here in just a little bit. Oh yeah, and I put a full set of brakes on Mama's car here. What was that? A couple weekends ago. That wasn't too bad. Brakes and pads and new rotors. Got these high performance, whatever those are, rotors on there with the drilled slotted. Stops a lot better. And the new sensors. Oh yeah, the sensor was coming on. And so I put new sensors on there. Not a bad job. Took me about probably 3 hours to do the whole thing. But it's all done. No brakes for a while. And a nice curb rash there. Isn't that nice? No, that's nice. Anyway, that's it for now. Later.